Hi, common viewers. Welcome to Strictly for You. It is said that all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quiet in a room alone. Those words are attributed to the French philosopher Blaise Pascal. In fact, if you look at human activity, so much of it, except meditation, of course, so much of it is geared towards running away from quietness, aloneness, silence, nothingness. By the way, I said aloneness, not loneliness. So much of human activity is geared towards occupying the mind with something to be doing. It's almost like we are afraid of doing nothing. In fact, you could even start a cult, like a cult of keeping the mind occupied. You know, like how there's like religious movements, like you can even start such a thing on how to keep the mind occupied. So then why is there this need in humanity? Why is there this habit of trying to run away from silence? In fact, in some people, it doesn't even require volition. It's something that you see them doing involuntarily, always trying to run away from silence, always trying to run away from quietness, always trying to run away from aloneness. Why? It stems from not knowing who you are. The old Egyptian proverb says, know thyself, know yourself. I know it's attributed to the Greeks, but it doesn't belong to Greece. Man, know thyself. The self being spoken of is not this mask. See, this mask is very deceptive. In fact, people often look in the mirror and they think they are looking at themselves. Whereas they're just looking through the eyes and observing the mask that they wear. But because of not knowing, there's this much obsession with the mask. We've worn our masks and played our roles for so long. We think we are those masks. We think we are those roles. But you are not the mask. You are the actor. This thing that you call person, which is what you see in the mirror, is a mask. The very word person means mask. And of course, some masks are appealing according to specific social standards and specific cultures. Some masks are delicately apparelled, that there's almost obsessions with masks. We are so obsessed with the seeing stuff. And we end up thinking we are those things that we see. If you get to a state of quietness, you will realize that everything is coming out of that silence. You will realize that everything is coming out of that silence and fading into that silence. Every thought that rises comes from that silence and fades into that silence. What remains is always that silence. But we keep running away from it. Why? Because we don't know who we are. In fact, we keep searching for God because we don't know who we are. Rumi says, I searched for God and I found myself.